start recording anyway.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Alright. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Novawar coming to you from the fine locale of Canuckville, Canada. And I have a special couple of games for you. We have a best of 3 between our very own Mr. MaximusBlack.
Look at that!
Who's going to
Look
be going
at
up
the
against
size of
somebody
that
with a huge
penis!
penis.
Oh,
Who's that?
what a joy!
Content safe! Thank you very much. Welcome to the Fellowship of the Bouses. You have a mildly enormous penis. At least that's what everybody says around here. But yes, Jeff is going up against the victor of our Ozone tournament. His name, kind of coincidentally, is Nova. It will be a PvP series, unless Nova decides to rando change that shit up. But I'm... yeah, that's the joke, right? That is the joke. Canuckville doesn't actually exist in Canada, for those of you confused about that saying. I did that 3.5... No, Canuckville... No, that's like... but it's not an actual place. But that's what the... Yeah, because of the Vancouver Canucks, yeah. But, I did that to troll Americans 3.5 years ago on LAGTV, and apparently I'm still trolling Americans today. Anyway. Up here in the top right-hand corner, we have, once again, our very own Mr. MaximusBlack. I'm going to safely assume that in the bottom left-hand corner, we have our opponent, Nova. Who is, once again, I'm going to safely assume, also playing Protoss. Mr. Black, not to distract you, but what's your main, your main PvP strat on this map? Okay. It's good news. Yeah, that happened. He will spot that. It'll be a thing. He's sitting there watching it happen. He's watching it happen. It's gonna be very hard for me to talk about anything until actual action's happening, but right now, Nova, having scouted this, is very much likely either doing a 4-gate or a 3-gate himself. Because this is PvP and there's only so many things that you can actually do here. Unless he gets very cheeky and very brave and goes outside the norm. It will likely come down to it. It's usually a bad time. Yeah, you can't do that shit. It's going to end poorly for you. It's going to be pretty bad for you. Oh, I know you guys can't hear Jeff. It doesn't matter. He didn't say anything very special. He just said, I go 3-gate. If you want that translated, it means he goes 3-gate. There is no position with this microphone in which we're going to hear both. He's not actually saying anything right now. He's concentrating very hard because Jeff is a competitive person and Jeff wants to win this game. Jeff doesn't want to lose this game. Even as a show match, Jeff wants to make sure that he comes out on top. And right now, that mothership core is going to come out on top of that probe and that zealot. And make sure that not too much can happen. He has backed up into the base. Mr. Black preparing for his inevitable 3-gate push. That freaking zealot is being so brave right now. Working it, twerking it, Bob into the base, all the way ham. He's going to walk way too far in and get tasered, bro. Did he survive the onslaught? No, he did not. And that stalker possibly going to suffer the same fate. No, another pylon going down. The warp-ins begin. The warp-ins begin. They are real, but they get surrounded by the probes. Probes putting in so much work, it's terrifying. Jeff, though, is still 2 stalkers. It's 3 stalkers to 2. The probes desperately trying to hold back the onslaught. There's one in the mixer master is like, oh, the mothership core gets in it. Holy tits. The stalker will survive with probably 1 health. Yes, 1 health indeed. That could actually change the tide of battle. Probably not, but I'm going to say that for the sake of entertainment.
Very well.
And that overcharge is going to give Nova enough time to build up his own stalker army. Which,
Here in the shadows.
yeah.
Cold state that.
I don't think he has the gas for it if he's warped in that many stalkers. Yeah, so Mr. Black, if you haven't heard that, guys, Mr. Black is saying that that's why he got a forge to get a cannon basically DTs with the hold here that happened because of that overcharge. There it is. The result of that overcharge, getting all those stalkers in place. And he will, by the looks of it, successfully hold. And now we enter the mid-game. Depending on how confident Mr. Nova feels, there could be a counter happening right now. But he hasn't got any major recent scouting information, therefore he's not 100% sure of what Mr. Black has available at his disposal back home. And so he could very well just take this moment to expand. Who knows? I can't really tell you, because I can only see whatever Jeff sees. Makes casting Starcraft perhaps a little difficult. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, I do hope, sincerely, that you enjoyed the tournament, all those games. We had some good games in there. Ended up being surprisingly even, given its random nature. And sure enough, Mr. Nova, who is very likely expanding behind this pushback, is going to make the effort. Oh boy. Oh boy. The shield has been baited. Another sentry forced to be warped in. Another one, that's about as good as you can hope for, but unfortunately the time warp is going to keep him in place just long enough for those stalkers to actually do a little bit of damage. Another force field going down there, thankfully, at the last possible second, and that is about as good as Mr. Black could have done there. I'm going to give a small golf clap, which really always just sounds like testicles. That worked out well. The mothership core was taken out, and those 4 stalkers were taken out, which was pretty much all he could hope for. That's about it. And at that point, if Nova hadn't been expanding yet, he is likely expanding now, which is exactly what Mr. Black is going to be attempting. Oh, it's risky as hell. Which is what I was about to say. I have a feeling that he might be getting Blink Stalker because he has displayed that in the past, watching him. It might be something that he's doing instead. However, he's also been a very macro-heavy person. Oh boy. That looks like Blink Stalker. Is a very high possibility. Mr. Black is now in a little bit of trouble. There's not a lot that Jeff has at his arsenal right now that he can actually... What? No, dear, but thank you for the offer. Rice or potatoes, Mr. Black. Mr. Black says he does not give a shit. I'm gonna... dinner time updates.
Time for battle.
Nope, there's the scouting information that Mr. Black suggested needed. There's the expansion as well. So maybe he did not go directly into Blink. And this gives Jeff a small window to come back into this. Yeah, with the sentries out front, Mr. Black can't really go anywhere without getting crushed mercilessly. Getting Blink yourself might not be a terrible idea.
My meditation is over.
Not a lot that Jeff can do now, but macro up some units and hope for the best. Okay. Next Christmas, when this unit transfer has been completed, I'll let you guys know how it all went. But for now, we watch the elevator tirelessly working to make sure Jeff has something to attack things with. Oh, that'd be cool. I guess he probably saw you at the ramp, top of the ramp, decided to back off.
We are one.
But he's outie.
I return to serve.
Still in a very unfortunate situation. Down a base for a very long period of time.
Guide us.
Jeff is going to have to put in some serious work to be able to get himself back into this, and it will require quite a well-coordinated split attack of some sort.
Kinala Atum.
I return to serve.
The next move. That was not bad. .jpg. Oh dear. Oh, that's too many immortal. Oh! Oh, God! Oh, boy! Oh, Jesus, that morphine! A solid attack indeed from Mr. Black. I just wanted to be silent through that period. It is still an attack that is happening right now. It has not even completed yet.
You require.
Oh boy! The butthole clenching is happening around the world right now. Oh God. Oh boy. God, whoever gets Blink first in this game is probably going to be at a serious advantage. I know, that's what I'm saying. Right now, the comebacks are real. That was a really ridiculous attack. Well timed, well placed, well microed. Everything went about as well as it could possibly have gone given the circumstances. I don't know how else to put it, but that was the best case scenario. It was gorgeous. Gorgeous, sir. Gorgeous. Still work to be done, though. But that was, yeah, that would have been the show. That would have been the show.
I return to serve.
But hey, that was like a 95% perfect go. That was a pretty solid go. I wouldn't have any major complaints there. But yes, the forward pylon would have been the victory clincher for sure.
Mineral field depleted. I return to serve.
I didn't do that much. I did for quite a while.
Mineral field depleted.
Justice has
Oh, you guys will definitely be relatively close, I would say. I still think... Did you get Blink in the middle of all that? I am concerned, because if he could afford it, that could be a, yeah, that's true, he doesn't want to blink into you with that many immortals. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. That was a god tier fucking on-point force field there. Yeah, that's going well. That's going well. That's going well. That's going solo. That's pretty much game. You have a forward pylon this time, and you have your drop, your core. Oh boy. Oh boy. When behind DT. When behind the DTs happen. Oh my goodness. The games are real. The games are so real, but those force fields made me actually, it turned me into a woman, and then I fucked myself, and then I turned back into a man again. That's how good those force fields were.
It's the pressure, dude.
Pressure player.
And I normally don't play good background PvP games either. The two-pronged attacks I'm pretty proud of.
No, this has been a ridiculous game for both of you. The fact that he held your first push was actually kind of impressive as well. That overcharge was clutch. Oh, he's now reverting into that's when you know he's desperate. The Archons have come out, but that's it. He's done. The comebacks are real. Mr. MaximusBlack has become the victor of game number 1. Oh, Mr. MaximusBlack, hit me up with the sound of victory.
Woo! Now, guys, if you're first time watching my stream, I normally don't play that well. So don't think I'm some sort of PvP god, because I had a failed 3-gate and I somehow managed, there was one point, I hate to tote my own horn here, but I have to a little bit, because when he was coming up with those stalkers when he first countered, and I canceled my robotics bay to get enough gas to get one more sentry to force field that ramp.
Yep.
That was the game changer. If I didn't do that, it was just GG right there.
Yep.
And then the two-prong attack with the warp prism, force fielding off that and hitting the force fields. I mean, I needed to do all of those things to come back, and it just motherfucking worked. Thank you very much, guys. I feel good about that win.
That was a fucking fantastic win. I don't think anybody can argue with the fact that that was a fantastic comeback and a solid victory